Welcome to Dave's Hot Takes. This week I'm going to be covering AI and health, and mostly because that's how a lot of people are using these tools. So as some of you know, I'm Canadian, and I actually read a stat the other day that about half of Canadians are turning to AI for medical advice. And a lot of medical professionals are kind of worried that this is hurting them. Naturally, I was thinking about my own usage, and yes, I actually do this too. I also use AI for this, and I don't use ChatGPT's like official product. I just created a project in ChatGPT with all my medical information. I kind of see both sides of this. On the one hand, I see the obvious value of using these AI tools. At least here, it's really difficult to actually get the attention of medical professionals, and that's a whole other issue. And even if you do go to your doctor's office, you might only get 15 minutes of their time. And they usually only want you to talk about one issue. Whereas you can go to AI, that'll give you at least a more informed approach, a more holistic view of your health, especially if you give it a lot of your own data about your health. So on the one hand, there's that. On the other hand, we see that obviously AI gives bad advice sometimes. So this is kind of tricky. How do we do this the right way? So the right way to do this, in my opinion, is you're first off very critical of everything that comes from AI. Is this actually going to help me or not? Is it looking out for me? Is it providing rational, evidence-based information? Or is it just trying to make me happy? The other piece of this I think is critically important is what I alluded to earlier, which is you must have your own data in there. So whether you're using like a Fitbit or like equivalent wearable product, I actually had my DNA testing done and put that into AI. So you can go really deep on this, and I think the idea would be that it's going to give you better results if you give it the best information possible. Now, at the end of the day, does this mean you shouldn't go to your doctor? No, absolutely not. And I do think doctors play a role here, but I think there's something to be said about the information we can get from AI to help us make changes in our everyday lifestyle and habits that can help improve our health. What's your hot take on that?